Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I would like to explain about the percentage yield. So in this video, I will explain about what is theoretical yield, what is actual yield, what is percentage yield, and how to perform percentage yield calculation. So listen carefully to what I will discuss with you today. So the first one is what is a theoretical yield. So theoretical yield is the amount of product predicted to form based on the balance equation. So the amount of product that we predict is based on the stoichiometric calculation. So what is actual yield? So both are yield, both are we study the amount of product. So what is actual yield? It is the amount of product that actually obtained from a reaction in an experiment. So actually the actual yield is the product that we get from the experiment. So usually the amount of product of actual yield is less than theoretical yield. Okay, why this is happen? It is because there are three reasons why the actual yield is less than theoretical yield. The first one is the reacting mixture often proceed through side reaction that form different products and decrease the amount of reactant available for the production of the actual product. So during the reaction, maybe sometimes the reactant will go through a side reaction that will form different products other than the actual product. Means that the amount of reactant that used to produce actual product will decrease. So make the production of actual product to be also decrease. And then the second reason is many reactions seem to stop before they are complete. So some limiting reactant is unused. And then the third reason is the physical loss occur in separation step. Especially using the filter paper, the product will stick on the filter paper and during the evaporation process. So some of the product will escape as a vapor. So this is the three reasons why the actual yield is less than theoretical yield. So I will use this example to analogy how actual yield is related to the theoretical yield. So this is a kernel, okay, corn kernel. So this corn kernel is used to produce popcorn. If I have 30 kernels, so if 100% of this kernel are transformed into popcorn, so means that I will get 30 popcorns. But that not happens in reality. Okay, some of the popcorns, some of the kernels will transform into popcorns and others will remain as kernel. So let's say in this example, only 27 kernel transform to popcorns. Other 3 will remain as kernel. So in this example, we can see that from 30 corn kernels, only 27 will turn to popcorns. So this is the actual yield. Okay, 27 popcorn is the actual yield. And this is our assumption, which is the theoretical yield. Okay, theoretically, all the 30 kernels will form 30 popcorns. But in reality, only 27 popcorn form. This is the actual yield. So, how to perform percentage yield calculation? To calculate the percentage yield, so the actual yield will divide by the theoretical yield times 100. So, for example, our corn here, I have 27 popcorns divided by 30 popcorns. So, times 100. So, we will get the percentage yield as 90% yield. So 90% of the popcorns of the corn kernel will turn to popcorns. So for example, from calculation, it is found that a mixture of CO and hydrogen produce 407 grams of methanol. So I have the equation: 1 CO react with 2 hydrogen produce 1 ethanol. So if only 332 grams of methanol is actually produced, what is the percentage yield of the compound? So from this example, it asks us to calculate the percentage yield. So the formula for the percentage yield is given here is the mass. So the actual yield divided by theoretical yield times 100. So we need to determine which one is actual yield and which one is theoretical yield. So from calculation, it is found that a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen produce 407 grams of methanol. Means that the 40 gram is our theoretical yield. Okay, the theoretical yield is 407 grams. Why I say 407 grams is a theoretical yield? This is because from the calculation, it is said in the question, from calculation means that 407 here is come from the calculation. Okay, that is the first clue. Okay, it is come from the calculation. And the actual yield is 332 gram. Okay, so if only 332 gram of methanol is actually produced, the word actually is the clue for the actual yield, actually produced. Means that 332 gram is the actual yield and 407 is the theoretical yield. And we must remember that actual yield, the amount of actual yield is always smaller than theoretical yield. So we can see here the actual yield is 332 gram and the theoretical yield is 407 gram. So means that the actual yield is less than theoretical yield. That is the second clue. So for this question, the percentage yield is equals to 332 grams divided by 407 grams times 100 is equals to 81.6%. So this is our percentage yield. Okay, how about second example? In the second example, in a certain experiment, 14.6 grams of antimony fluoride was allowed to react with excess CCl4 after the reaction was finished. 8.62 grams of CCl2F2 was obtained. Okay, so I have the balance equation. So we need to check the balance equation first. Either the equation given is already balanced or not. So we have to make sure that this equation is balanced. So I have 3 CCl4 react with 2 antimony fluoride, produce 3 difluoromethane and 2 antimony chloride. So A, what was the theoretical yield of CCl2F2 in grams? And B, what was the percentage yield of CCl2F2? So we need to check the balance equation first. So this is the balance equation. So we may proceed with the calculation. So first, what was the theoretical yield of CCl2F2 in grams? So since that theoretically is the one is the amount of product that we can calculate, so we will use the mass of antimony fluoride to get the mass of CCl2F2 in gram. So first we need to calculate the mole of antimony fluoride given. So we have 14.6 gram of antimony fluoride. Okay, times with 1 mole divided by the molar mass of antimony fluoride 178.8 gram. So you will get 0.0817 mole. So by using the mole ratio, we will calculate the mole of CCl2F2. So mole of CCl2F2 divided by mole of antimony fluoride, we will get the stoichiometric coefficient is 3 for CCl2F2 and 2 for antimony fluoride. So to get the correct mole ratio, so you need to make sure that your equation is already balanced, is correctly balanced. So we have to make sure that. So means that mole CCl2F2 is equals to 3 over 2 times with 0.0817 mole. So you will get the mole of CCl2F2 is 0.122 mole. Okay, so from this calculation, we may calculate the mass of CCl2F2 is equals to 0.122 mole times with the molar mass of CCl2F2, which is 121 gram over 1 mole. So we can cancel the unit of mole. So we get 14.8 gram. So this is the theoretical yield. Okay, so we proceed to question B. It asks us what was the percentage yield of CCl2F2. So the formula of percentage yield is actual yield divided by theoretical yield times 100. So in the question, the actual yield has been given. So you will see after the reaction was finished, 8.62 gram of CCl2F2 was obtained. So that is our actual yield, the one that we get from the experiment. So 8.62 gram is our actual yield divided by the theoretical yield, which is what we have calculated in A. So it is 14.8 grams times 100. So you will get 58.2%. So this is your percentage yield. So this is the exercise that I want all of you to try given the following equation. So H3PO4, I have phosphoric acid react with potassium hydroxide to produce potassium phosphate and water. So first you need to make sure that this equation is correctly balanced before you begin your calculation. So if 49 gram of phosphoric acid is react with excess KOH, calculate the percentage yield of K3PO4 if you isolate 49 gram of K3PO4. So right now it asks you to calculate the percentage yield. So remember, to calculate the percentage yield, you need to know the theoretical yield and the actual yield. So in this question, the actual yield has been given, which is 40. Which is in the question, it said that if you isolate 49 gram of potassium phosphate, so that is your actual yield. So your job right now is to calculate the theoretical yield, and after that you may calculate your percentage yield. So hope that my explanation with the example will help you to answer this question. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.